What a trigonometric day again, everyone. Now, today we're going to talk about proving trig identities. So, I hope you're ready for some extravagant and exciting ways to solve them. So, let's proceed now to our topic for this day. Again and again, good day. So, today again, we're going to talk about verifying trig identities. So, I know verifying and solving trig identities is not an easy problem to solve, but as long as you follow these instructions and fundamentals for the basic ones, you'll get to reach your answer and solve it properly without a doubt. So let's proceed to these fundamentals and basic steps on how to verify and solve trig problems. Now, the first step is converting sine to cosine. I know not all problems can be converted to sine and cosine, but for the easy ones and the basic ones, we have to convert it so we have it the easy way and not the hard way. Now let's proceed to step number 2. So sometimes you'll be given equations like this, or a plus b is equal to c, where you're going to make the right side, or rather the left side, equal to the right side. So that's some common equations you'll encounter. And on the other hand, you'll get also some vice versa of the step number 2, which is c is equal to a plus b, and that's also some common equations you'll encounter in this part of verifying trig identities. So let's proceed to knowing some trig identities before we start solving and proving it. Now, these are some common trig identities you want to know before solving and proving some trig identities. Better to know it or leave it. Now, starting with the most common, which is sine squared x plus cosine squared is equal to 1. And also 1 plus tangent squared is equal to secant squared. And 1 plus cotangent squared is equal to cosecant x. And now we all know that. Let's proceed to tangent is equal to sine over x, and the cotangent equal to cosine x over sine x. Now in the reciprocal, we know that tangent is equal to 1 over cotangent x. And also for some other reciprocal, we have secant is equal to 1 over cosine x, and cosecant is equal to 1 over sine x. Now those are the common trig identities you want to know before solving and proving identities. Now, to begin our proving and solving identities, let's proceed to our first subject or first example, which is sine multiplied by secant is equal to tangent x. So you want to solve first for the left side, or you want to solve first for on the right side. As long as you make both of them equal, then it's up to you how you want to solve them. But personally, I want to start with the right side and make it equal to the left side. So it's up to you how you want to solve these trig identities. As long as they are both equal, that's all right. So let's proceed on solving them. So remember our first step, converting all of them to cosine and sine. So as long as you remember it properly, you can solve it. So copy the sine because it's already in the sine form. So you're just gonna write it down as sine x multiplying by, so converting secant. So secant is 1 over cosine x equal to tangent x. Now we're gonna multiply it, so you can put a denominator on the sine, which is 1, so you can multiply it easily. Now multiplying sine by 1 is just sine x, then multiplying 1 by cosine is sine, oh, I mean rather cosine x is equal to tangent x. Now, as you can see in the identities that we've met or encountered earlier, tangent is equal to sine x over cosine x. So we're just gonna write it so they can be equal on the both sides. We're going to write it as tan x is equal to tan x. So now that we've proved the identities, you are done. As long as you make both sides equal, you are finished. So continuing to a different equation. So remember our first step, but let's read first the problem. Tan squared multiplied by cotangent squared is equal to 1. So remember the first step is converting all of them to sine and cosine. Now, tangent squared, tangent is what? Yes, sine over cosine. And cotangent, oh, let's put the squared first. So proceeding to cotangent, cotangent is just the reciprocal of the tangent. So you're just going to copy but reversely. Then cosine over sine. And don't forget to put the exponent squared. Now you're going to put the exponent and multiply sine to squared. So sine is going to be sine squared x over to the cosine. Cosine multiplied by the squared is cosine squared x. Now do the other side. Just multiply again, and it's going to be cosine squared x over multiply again, or raise sine squared x equal to 1. Now we're going to cancel out the same quantities, so we're going to cancel out sine squared, cancel, cosine squared, cancel. They're going to be equal to 1. Multiply by 1 is equal to 1. So going to make both sides equal, 1 is equal to 1. And that is all for our second problem equation. They're both equal now, so you are done. That concludes our topic and lesson for today. Hope you learned something from me and enjoy solving trig identities with me. This is your man, Juan. Peace out.